What is this odd brass gauge of some kind? I have no leads on what this is, but the patent is from 1863. About 1.5 inches long, and the ends of the bars in the middle are rectangular with rounded corners. It is numbered 1 to 12 on the bars, can be flipped or moved independently. One side says Roston, and the other side I think is W Hall. I took a picture of the patent, but unfortunately, it's been damaged there, so it's mostly illegible. I asked AI, and they said Roston lighter multi-tool, but I was unable to ever find a picture of one. Thank you in advance. This is an adjustable push key, used for a specific type of safes, bank vaults, or door locks. It was patented on January 6, 1863, by William Hall of Brookline, Massachusetts. The key's primary mechanism involves sliding levers, which are set to a specific combination of numbers using a pin on the side. Once the correct combination is set, the key can engage the internal mechanism of the corresponding lock, essentially serving as a form of early mechanical two-factor authentication. What is this doll's tool? We were gifted this doll years ago and we can't figure out what she is holding. The second photo is the informational tag on the bottom of her stand. I'm thinking it's some sort of grain thresher. We would love to know more. Thanks in advance. It's an instrument called a can, a traditional Lao mouth organ made of bamboo pipes with metal reeds. It is considered the national instrument of Laos and popular in northeast Thailand, known for its rich, harmonic and droning sound used in folk music and social gatherings. Air is blown or drawn into the reservoir, activating the free reeds, while covering finger holes produces notes. It can play melodies and drones simultaneously, creating a polyphonic texture. What is this round thing near the doorknob on both sides of the downstairs internal doors in a Victorian terraced house? It's heavily painted over time, and it's not part of the door latch mechanism. It's been landlorded, so probably 15 coats of gloss on it. Any help figuring out exactly what this is very much appreciated. It's a painted-over escutcheon, a keyhole cover. We have these in our 1930s house in the UK. It would swing out of the way if not painted down. If you look at the side of the door, there is probably a latch and a rectangular bolt. They may have been removed, and this was just left to cover the keyhole in the door. What is this 1-inch metal bevel gearish item in the pavement? One of these is embedded in the rural road I live on, and I just thought it was random, but I found this matching one today in a parking lot. Would anyone here be able to help identify it? It's a cotton gin spindle, used by surveyors to mark survey reference points or property corners. These are good to use as they're hardened, and the bevel will help keep snowplows from taking them out, and they're cheap. These are used spindles, so literally farm trash that if you catch a sale, you can get them for 50 cents each. It's hard to find a cheaper marker that doesn't get destroyed by traffic. What is this cast iron thing I found at the thrift store? About 6 inches by 3 inches, weighs about 2 pounds, and it looks like it's been painted gold. At first I thought it was an old school iron, but I don't think so, unless someone decided DIY their own. I would welcome any information or ideas. It's a lid for a mid-century Robert Emig incense burner, meant to look like a coal-burning flat iron. It was also used as a humidifier, steamer, or even ashtray. Robert Emig was founded in 1945 and incorporated in 1956. His son ran the business after his death in 1989, until the company was sold to one of Emig's suppliers around 2000. What is this cast iron item found in the garden, close to the path in the Pacific Northwest? You can see in the picture that it was set into the dirt a bit. Approximately 1 by 1 by 1 foot. The house was built in the 90s, but the garden was made around 2008. The former owner was very into colonial era decor. Let me know if you have any idea what this thing is. It's a boot scraper, and a pretty one too. You drive the pointy ends into the earth near the door of the house and scrape the mud off the bottom of your boots on the crossbars. What is this heavy enameled metal object with hinge? Someone put this out on the sidewalk in the Rockridge neighborhood of North Oakland. Maybe some kind of press, and it doesn't appear to have gotten much use. It does appear to have feet, and there is a metal tab that keeps the top plate from opening all the way. The handle, if that's what it is attached with a strong weld. It's culturally acceptable to put things out on the sidewalk here. It's an affluent neighborhood, and it's kind of obscene what people put out. Have any of you ever seen something like this? It's a tortilla press, used to flatten dough balls into thin and even discs. It is commonly used for making fresh homemade corn tortillas, flour tortillas, empanada wrappers, roti, or pita-style breads. You place a ball of dough on the lower flat plate, often between plastic or parchment. Pull down the long handle and the hinged top plate presses the dough flat in one motion. What is this small container on World War II GI's shoulder straps? This showed up in an article about post-war Berlin on the National Geographic website. There is a picture with a couple of American GIs with these little containers chained to their shoulder straps. The other one has a label, though illegible. Any idea what it is? That is a military earplugs case. It was considered a part of your uniform as an inspectable item, and there are plenty of loud noises in a soldier's line of work. Each unit could have different standards, but typically the earplugs were kept in a clear plastic case and hung on the epaulette of the field jacket or the left breast pocket. Most units carried clear cases, but mine required ours to be painted black. I have had this forever, and I have no clue what it is for. It's a solid wood sphere with a design on it, and it's very old. It's not carved, and the design is smooth. It came from a glass studio where they did Tiffany lamp repairs. Regardless of whether Tiffany or not, I was curious that I couldn't find anything similar in my search. Has anyone seen something like this? It's a vintage Tiffany lamp mold, used to lay out or design lamp patterns. Here's a Tiffany lampshade that has a similar pattern to the one seen on that mold. Glass pieces, often copper foiled, are arranged and tacked onto the mold using tacky wax or pins. The pieces are then soldered together, with the mold supporting the shape as it's built. What is this metal object wrapped around a tree limb I found recently in Manitoba, Canada? Approximately 5 feet long, it feels like aluminum, and it definitely has been out there for a few years. At first, I thought it might have been an exhaust pipe from some type of vehicle, but I'm not too sure. I don't have too much other information. Can you please help me identify what this thing is? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.